Hello, Divine Family.
Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome.
Every day I move my body in the morning and I'll do a few other things, and I sit and I will ask what would be for the highest good of all for me to do that day. And today I got the download to speak about truth. And then I got the download that it would be better if David came on with me. So, here we are. And he agreed to do it. Yay.
Well, she's paying me half.
I'm paying him half. Which is a good deal. There's been so many times when he's asked for all of it. Like, you know, he wants 100%. And I'm like, okay, fine. You can have it. Today you only asked for half.
So today we're going to talk about truth.
Yes.
I'm working on a program on our website, and it's called Abundance, No Need to Manifest. And one of the first sections is truth. Kimberly's been working on a song and a children's book and a book. And the first word is
truth.
Truth. And so there's like mainstream view of truth. There's like the truth of truth. There's like a dictionary truth.
There's all sorts of definitions of truth and what it is.
Truth defined or something.
Yeah, I mean, truth is universal, or it's not truth at all.
That's the truth of truth.
Often, however, we think that our beliefs are truth. They are our truth, but they're not necessarily the truth.
It's true that every apple is green. Is that universal?
No.
That's not true. Maybe it is for all the apples on your table.
Yeah.
So you got to be specific of what wordage you're using and what you're saying and how you're saying it, and be precise. So saying that all the apples in my apple holder are green.
We don't have any apples.
And I had apples that were all green, then that would be the truth. Right?
Would, if you had any.
Yeah. Okay, so all the mangoes we have are yellow.
They're orange.
It looks like yellow to me. That's orangish yellow. That's mango colored. Oh, well, that side.
What's the truth? Is it perspective?
Yeah.
His truth is different than my truth.
But then that's not really truth.
Then
because
it's not
not universal.
Actually, they kind of had little, like, reddish specks.
It's more colors than one, so...
And there's a green dot on it.
Water flows down. Water seeks its lowest path.
I would say that would be
a universal truth.
That's the truth. Yeah.
All people have eyes. Well,
no, not all people.
Not all people have all eyes. So, in my perspective, if I've only seen people with both eyes, and I say all people have eyes, that's my truth, but it's not really truth because it's not really universal.
Right. So often we think that a truth, because it's our perspective and our observation and our experience, however, is the truth. And it's our truth. And that's it. It's not a universal
And it's not really even truth. That's just a misperception, a way that we were taught to say things. That we're to say, oh, well, it's my truth, and every truth is perspective. And people say, oh, well, you know, truth is in the eye of the beholder is almost what people say. And that's not really the truth. The truth is that it's universal or not truth.
Yeah.
And is that just my truth? Is that just my perspective? I've heard it elsewhere, and I've seen it elsewhere, and I've seen it proved. That's like scientifically proof of truth.
One aspect of an offset of truth that I have observed is, when we think about the word truth, we think about honesty and speaking our truth can be, even though, our truth isn't necessarily the truth, it's still our truth. And from that perspective, I have observed that we as a human species, collective, however you want to call it, really need to up our game. Because I know so many people think that lies, there's a different degrees of lies. There's white lies if you're not hurting anybody. Like, I know most of the population lies. They lie to their children about Santa Claus. They lie to their children about the tooth fairy, whatever it is, and they think it's harmless, and it's not.
Those things are not the truth, they're not true, and so you're deceiving people. When you're giving someone the half-truth or the not-truth, you're being deceived. And maybe you've been deceived and you were told that there's Santa Claus, and then you're telling your kids that there's Santa Claus because you believe it. It doesn't mean it's the truth. Just because you believe it's true or believe that it is the truth does not make it the truth. Does not make it true.
Yeah.
It's a belief at that point and not a truth. Because truth is universal. Universally applicable.
So that's one thing that I have felt the need to, and I'm not saying that I'm perfect in this, I recently had a lesson where I had even misholding information from someone I believe is not telling the truth. I had an instance where I got in a situation, and I can, we can rationalize almost anything as humans, and I had rationalized to myself that it wasn't a big deal, but I knew that if David had done the same thing, that I would have been hurt. But I didn't tell him because I had rationalized, oh, it's not a big deal, I didn't do anything, no big deal. And I just tried to keep that, I don't know, just brush it under the table, under the rug, whatever you want to call it. And it kept coming up into my mind, like, what about, and I would push it away. I don't need to tell him anything. That was stupid. I didn't even do anything. It's just let it go. But it kept, on occasion, not every day, but it would resurface its, head on occasion. And I finally was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna eat at me. If, I need to clear the slate. And so I told him. And of course, he forgave me, and it wasn't this big deal that I had made it out to be in my mind. But all those things affect us. If we knew that any lie created a hole in our aura, how would we be much more mindful to really always speak the truth and honor, be like much more, what's the word that I want to use? Yeah, very mindful of every word that we say and speak, really. There are no white lies. Lying, being honest is the way of the highest level of spiritual beings on the planet, speaking always the truth.
And it's a lot easier to say the truth because then it's done. But a lie takes a lie and a lie and a lie and a lie to keep covering up the first lie. To keep making that first lie live on, you almost have to continue to lie to yourself or continue to lie to that person to cover up the lie. But speaking the truth is done. You did it. You said it. You're done. It's relieving. It's you're not stacking on. You're not creating a job or creating things that you must do.
Yeah, and I think it's really important with our children, with everything. I mean, I had a friend tell me one time, oh, I just told this little white lie, and I'm like, white? who said there were degrees and colors of different lies? There's really not a lie. I don't care if you think it would be super harmful. It's creating a hole in your aura, no matter what it is. If it's not the absolute truth, if you're not speaking your truth, then you're creating a hole in your aura.
And even an exaggeration can be a lie, because you're not really telling the truth. You're exaggerating. You're telling a bigger story. And why are you doing that? And so a lot of the times we think that the schools are telling us the truth. We think that the schooling institutions are telling us the truth. Sometimes we think that the government is telling us the truth. And sometimes we think the teachers and the preachers are telling us the truth in the churches, and they're telling us the truth. But it's good to have doubt so that you can look into it and so you can see further, so you can open up your mind to see different options.
Yeah.
And not to just believe and just believe in everything and believe everything you hear, everything somebody tells you. It's good to question it and challenge it, and that's what science really is like, finding the universal in it, like truth. And if it doesn't work, you can come up with a theory, and if that is not universally applicable, then the theory doesn't work. And science now is, oh no, science is the truth and this is what it is, but it's really all just a bunch of theories that haven't yet been proven by the truth.
Yeah. And a theory is just a theory until it's proven. I mean, we can label them however we want, but a theory is a theory. And, that it's good to have theories. It's good to have different ideas about what could be. And have an open mind. When we think we know things, they say a closed mind is the most expensive thing you can own, and it's true. If our mind is closed, it's like a parachute that won't open. It's, if you are jumping out of an airplane, would you rather have an open parachute or a closed one? Same thing in life. It's best to be open. Often people will tell me things, and maybe I don't necessarily believe it in that moment, but I don't know. And I'm like, well, who knows? Could be. I mean, I don't...
it's good to say it as it's a theory. Like, my theory is that the sun rotates in the sky, but I can't prove it as a truth. So it's good to be impeccable with our words and use the correct words. Maybe there's words that you can use instead of saying truth when you don't really know if it's the truth or not.
Yeah.
I like to say, I eat like 500 avocados in a month. Now, it's not true, but I said it's like so I didn't say that I do eat 500 avocados a month. It seems like I do. But I use the word it's like that, so then I'm not lying. I'm just saying an exaggeration. Yeah, it's like I eat 100 avocados a month.
You just keep switching it. It was 5,500, now it's 100.
Well, it's like 100. It's like 5,000. I haven't done the math, so I don't really know for sure, so I'm not going to tell you what the truthful answer is. I'm not going to say, I eat exactly, and say a number of avocados, because I don't really know. I eat a lot of avocados, and that's the truth.
Yeah.
Because I eat like 100 avocados a month. Right?
He eats a lot of
we
avocados.
Eat like 100 avocados a month.
Wait, let's see. A month, 30 days, 30, like 2 a day at least.
No, more than 2 a day.
Maybe
Come on.
3.
Two whole ones a day, not counting what we put them in.
Oh, that's
Soups
true.
and everything,
I know.
Smoothies and everything.
2 or 3 avocados a day.
6 avocados a day.
Ah.
Between the 2 of us.
Yeah, but you were saying
Times
you
60.
eat. No, we. Anyway.
No, one time I said we, one time I said you. So watch out how you say things, because it's good to be impeccable in your truth. I decided that I had the first kid in my family, so it was like the oldest cousin, right? In my family, I was the first one to have the first kid, and so the first kid asked me, hey, you know, what about this Santa Claus thing? You know, it doesn't seem like Santa Claus is real. I think it's, and I said, well, what do you think? I think it's you and Mom. And, you know, I was not going to lie to that kid, because then later, you know, I'd say something to the kid, and the kid would think I was lying to him. And so I practiced not telling lies to my kids. And now I can say, I have not lied to you. I can truthfully say I've always told you the truth, and I always will. And we have that bond of respect. Once they finally understand that I actually mean that, and when they get it, then they know that I haven't lied to them, and I'm not going to. So then now I can say what I want to say, and they'll believe me. And so it's important to be impeccable with your words. If you're hanging out with somebody, a friend of yours, and they're always lying, and they're always telling,
exaggerating
or fish stories, then when they tell you something, you might not believe it. If you have a friend that says, oh yeah, I'll be there at 5, and they always show up at 6 instead of 5 like they say, then you can know that they're probably lying when they say they're going to be on time next time, because they're never on time, and you could like see that. And so if you tell somebody you're going to be somewhere at a certain time, you should. And if not, don't tell them you're going to be there. So yeah, I'll be there like 5. You know, then they can expect that you not to be there, rather than you say you're going to be there and then you not be there, and then they're left with seeing that you're lying. And do you want to be a liar? Yeah. Or do you want people to believe you, or do you care? Do whatever you want to do. Lie if you want to lie. But I don't want to, because I want my word to be, I want to be impeccable with my word. I want people to know that they can trust my word. I want people to know that I'm going to tell you the truth.
Well, you know, there are no others in reality. So whenever you are not being completely honest, you know, even if the other person doesn't, and your soul, it's harmful to
and it gets you
everyone.
worrying, and it builds you worry, because you're worried about it, and then you start worrying about other people.
You can only, you know, you can lie to yourself so much. When I kept trying to convince myself that it was no big deal, that I didn't need to talk to David about it, I didn't need, it's no big deal, I could only do that for so long. It kept coming up, and it wasn't true. So, and once I cleared that, and it was like my whole energy just shifted. David even noticed it. He's like, you're just nicer now. So, you know, if you want to be nicer, speak your truth in everything. Even lies of omission, they're still lies. And they're harmful to us individually and collectively. And this is a time when we need to step up our game. And
in all of my research, though, and all of my studying, there was one thing that the guy said to, like, it's okay to, like, lie to liars. And the one time that it's okay to lie, because ahimsa comes first,
most people don't know what ahimsa is.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
The ahimsa is nonviolence. Ahimsa is like the first rule, like, do no harm. Do the best that you can do to do no harm. Do no harm in the most possible conscious way. And so then is the truth. So if somebody is running from thieves and robbers and bullies, and they hide in the trash can next to you, and the robber says, do you know where that guy is? Then you lie.
And then you don't have to feel bad about that one, because you're following the first rule of no harm.
Yeah, so that's like the
one exception.
The exception. And yeah, there's those people out there that are there to just nothing but lie and scam and cheat you out of your things, and the robbers coming to steal your dollar bill out of your back pocket, and maybe you tell them, I don't have any dollar bills in my back pocket. I don't have a back pocket, and then he keeps going. Could save you harm. I don't know, it's truth is truth, and speak your truth, and yeah, for sure. But we read and study and learn about all sorts of things. But I really believe, if the guy's hiding in the trash can and the guy's looking to kill him, it's best to do no harm, even if you have to tell a lie. If you have to tell a lie to do no harm. But other than that, speak your truth, be truthful.
Yeah.
It's best for yourself.
It is the way of the most advanced spiritual beings, being truthful in everything, impeccable with our words.
And in living in that way, there's no reason to not tell the truth. When you get to that point and you're living in that way, there's no reason to not tell the truth, I think is what I meant to say. There's no reason to not tell the truth. There's just always just tell the truth. You get to the point where there's no where a lie fits. And in my life, there's no where that a lie would fit. It would benefit me in any such way.
So that was what I had the download to share with everyone today. I hope someone benefited from this. We love you, and we're here for you.
Yep. And check out our programs and on our Love School at our website, thesdicinc.com. We have a course on abundance, not needing to manifest, lessons of love, all sorts of things. And that one takes truth into some more detail or some less detail. Simplifies it.
The foundation is love, self-love. That's the foundation for
And that's what we always recommend first, is self-love. And may you learn to love yourself like
with
never
all
before.
your heart, mind, and strength.
May you learn to love yourself deeper and deeper in every day, in every way. May you knock down any conditions you have on loving yourself.
Yes.
I'll love myself once I finish this gallon of water. I'll love myself once I finish typing this up.
Once
I'll
I
love
lose
myself
this
once
20
I get an
pounds, once
I'll love myself once I get that job in that dream house. No, love yourself right now, and then you'll get it all.
We love you.
Love, 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 love.